Hey, Lysandra Everett here, the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game. I also teach you how to use this internet to build a business online the same way I have. And today I want to talk about momentum, right? Everybody looks for momentum in their businesses. And yeah, it's fabulous when it gets here, but man, can I tell you, momentum is going to put you to work. Okay, let me say that to you. But hey, it's awesome. So how do we create it? Okay, momentum is created. It doesn't just show up. Okay, so one of the things that you have to do is you've got to unite an audience, right? You've got to unite your group to follow behind you based on the vision that you have set forth. So what I want to share with you is some great information I got on a webinar about how to really unite your audience. Okay, so the first thing is you want to give them a name. Your folks to be called. Like I have my group, the Tax Players Club. My group is they're tax players. So whenever I greet them, it's hey tax players. Okay, so you've got to give them a name, right? Something to identify with. And you want to make sure that when you give them a name, when you name your group, it's about a mission. It's not about you. So it's not Lysandra Everett's Tax Players Club. It's just the Tax Players Club. And you are welcome to invite anyone who really wants to win the tax game. That's my group. Those are my peeps. So you got to name your peeps, right? You got to give them something that they can identify with. So that's number one. Number two is you've got to set up a communication channel. How are you going to reach out to your people? Now, okay, can I tell you that nobody has done this better than Donald Trump right now? The way he uses Twitter to reach his audience is, really, whether you like him or not, how he reaches his audience is absolutely magnificent. So you've got to set up the communication channel for your audience. Is it going to be a Facebook chat? Is it going to be a Facebook group? Is it going to be an email list? How are you going to best effectively with your audience? How are you going to reach your peeps, right? So that's number two, setting up a communication channel. Number three is you've got to establish some really, how are you going to do things? How is the group going to run? You've got to understand, people, you got to understand why they do what they do. Some people are going to, follow because it's cool. Some people are going to follow because they really believe in the mission. Some people are going to follow just because they just want to see what's going on. You've got to understand why people are doing what they're doing. And you got to establish a process for people to follow. It's really like an indoctrination process, right? This is step one. This is what you do. Step two, this is what you do. So you really have to guide them in the process of really connecting and being a part of the group. Okay. And number four is to meet weekly with your group, whether you have a weekly webinar, you guys get together and have a team meeting. And, these principles can be used differently based on different situations. So for instance, if you have a network marketing team, then you can meet weekly with your team. You might have, a franchise system, right? If you're franchisees, if you have a franchise system, you want to meet with your franchisees. You want to make sure that everybody is connected and we're all together here. Okay. And so by you meeting weekly with them, you are top of mind to them. You are establishing your presence and remaining on the forefront. They're not losing you and just no longer thinking about you, right? So that's what you want to do in order to really unite your group. Because when everybody feels like they're a part of the group, like there is a certain level of ownership that they have and they're united behind your vision, that is what's going to help propel you forward in your business. Okay. That's where you're going to see the sales come. That's where you're going to see just everything just move. When you're in the beginning stage, you're pushing that rock up the hill. That's you really trying to get this thing off the ground. And it's hard, right? But once you get to the top of that hill and you start going down, holy cow, hold on tight because it's about to go down. And that's where you want to be. And so even though right now you might be thinking, okay, well, I don't have an audience. I don't have a team. I don't have that. Give them a name anyway. Think about the name right now before you do. You don't want to give them something to identify with later. Give them something to identify with now. Okay. And then that's what they're called. Okay. And, and it's almost like having the secret handshake, right? When you think about all these little clubs and stuff, that's what it is. It's that's belonging. That is one of our highest needs, is to belong to something. And if your group feels like they belong with you, if they belong in that group, that's where they're going to stay and they're going to be loyal. Okay. So thanks so much for tuning in. I really hope you got some good value out of this. Make sure you leave a comment if you got something out of it, like and share it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.